Hi guys, my name is Andres Mesa, and today I wanted to give you guys a little background on who I am, where I'm from, how I became about my career, what school I'm going to and why, and finally, what will be my afterlife after college, and what are my ambitions and my goals to achieve after college. So to start off, I guess I can start off from where I'm from. I'm originally from Colombia, Cartagena. I'm not from here, from the U.S. I actually came to the U.S. when I was 9 years old. My dad actually he came a couple years before us. He came to the U.S. 7 years before us, so I was in with him for a couple of years. We reunited again in 2007, so it became a learning process for all of us to reunite and actually deal with each other again. But I guess I could easily understand why. The situation in Colombia, I wouldn't say is the best. The economy is not so great compared to the fact that the items being provided by the government or everything in based on prices, it's overpriced for what the citizens get paid. So, for example, just to buy a meal is 20, 30,000 pesos, as in Colombia, compared to the U.S. is about 10, $15. It's not bad for us here, but for them that are not getting paid enough, it's a little hard for them to spend that amount of money in just a single plate. So, just to my understanding and my experiences, I would say that Colombia is a good place to live. I mean, sorry, it's a good place to visit. It's not a good place to live. It has its goods and bads, but it also depends on the person you talk to, the person that gets that likes that certain type of environment. Some people like it, some people don't. I love it because it's where I'm from, but it's a difference between the freedom that you have here, the ability to do so much here, where you're so limited in Colombia because of the lack of funding. So, to my knowledge, I would just visit. I wouldn't stay. There's more opportunities in this country, as basically the saying that people say they come to the U.S. for freedom, for more opportunity. So moving on, how I came about my career path. It's actually a fun story because my dad is actually an architect. So ever since little, I've been intrigued by drawing. I was mostly intrigued by drawing cars, and I always said that I was gonna be a car designer. It came to figure out that the field for car designer is very, very narrow. So just for that, I didn't want to just dedicate myself to design any car. I wanted it to be a certain type, but at the same time, for just to get that, it's very limited people that get selected. It's very limited space that's available. So I love cars no matter what. So I want them to be my hobby. I didn't want it to make it a job. I wanted to be happy doing what I was doing. So um, as I got a little older, excuse me, my father started taking me to his job, and I started getting intrigued by what they were doing, the plans, the models, everything that had to do with the career. So I became so intrigued about it. I asked a couple questions every now and then. Always did my research, no matter what. And ever since my dad started taking me to the job to basically get exposed to the career, I fell in love with it. And I guess that could be the reason why I decided to basically major in architecture. Moving on also to Valencia. Why I chose Valencia? Valencia as a program is called Direct Connect to UCF, and my path is Valencia to take my prerequisites and my design classes, my basic design classes, and after that, I go to UCF to take my final four design classes and a couple of extra design courses. that are required. And after that, I can either decide to go for my master's at UF or go somewhere else. But it's an easier path for me instead of having to go to another college or university, do all that, get all my credits transferred over here, and it's, I guess for me, it's a little bit of struggle. Whenever through Valencia, it's just a direct connect. Like all my info is just easily transferred, and I don't have to go through all the process of not having to wait or anything like that. Excuse me. And for my afterlife after college, I actually planned myself to open a firm, architecture firm, and actually develop it. Also, I'm actually working to become a photographer. So it's a couple of ideas that I have there going on. But for now, I'm still working. I'm still in the process of obtaining my AA degree and also my bachelor's degree. So I got sort of a long way to go, but I'm working for it, and I will. Thank you.